Good morning. Welcome back to this morning's devotion. It's Brother Daniel, and I'm basically going to be doing the same thing that I did last time, where I'm going to give you the author and then give you the history behind the hymn and what the hymn means to me. And basically, yeah, that's it. So the name of the hymn is "Ye Servants of God." The author is Charles Wesley. So then I'm going to begin reading. One of the most prolific hymn writers of all time, Charles Wesley crafted more than 8,900 hymns and poems. Although "Ye Servants of God" may have seemed like a standard hymn of praise to God, there is a deeper theology within it, which Wesley works into all his writings. The hymn was first published in 1744 in Hymns of Time for Trouble and Persecution. It opened up the section of hymns to be sung in a tumult, T-U-M-U-L-T. If you didn't understand what I said, that's what the spelling is. While not as known as some other hymns by Charles Wesley, "Ye Servants of God" certainly falls in the second tier of hymns by this poet that appears across many traditions. During this time period, Methodist societies experienced severe persecution by the Church of England. A sect of Roman Catholic Church known as the Jacobites was trying to restore the Catholic Church as ruling church in Britain. Some of the Methodists were confused for the Jacobites and labeled as anti-crown, leading to their persecution. This hymn was published only 1 year before the Jacobite Rebellion in 1745, when Charles Edward Stuart's grandson of James II invaded Britain. And then the hymn goes like, "Ye servants of God, your Master proclaim and publish abroad his wonderful name. The name all victorious of Jesus exalt. His name is glorious and rules over all. God ruleth on high, almighty to save, and still he is nigh. His presence we have. The great congregation his triumph shall sing, ascribing salvation to Jesus our King. Salvation to God who sits on the throne. Let all cry aloud and honor thy Son. The praises of Jesus all angels proclaim. Fall down on their faces and worships the Lamb. Then let us adore him and give him his right. All glory and power, all wisdom and might, all honor and blessings with the angels above, and thanks never ceasing, and infinite love. Well, the name is "These Servants of God," and I feel like that is pretty self-explanatory, because servants of, like, you're basically serving somebody. To be a servant, you're basically serving somebody. And when I specifically think of serving somebody, I think of my own actions. So, because, it should really be our main priority that you reflect and you look back and you try to make yourself better, because every step of the way, if you try, it's going to get better. We must remain aware and we must remain vigilant and be certain of where we stand, because our life should reflect. If we are servants of God, our life should reflect that. And not saying that it's easy, because being Christians in such a world like this, it is a pretty hard thing, but nothing ever comes easy. And it is It is promised to us that for those who will endure and those who will last to the very end, greatness was promised unto them, because God knows, God sees if you can get past the little bit of blockage in your way, that you could lead yourself into greatness. So only those who will endure to the very end, will be that greatness. And what the problem is that we are trying to fit in, and by fitting in, our progression becomes our regression. And when I say that, I'm saying that as a way to cope. You are being led, and as a way to cope with it, you are trying to fit into a world that is secular. And us as servants of God are not secular people. We are spiritual people. And the Bible says that it is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, and to eat the bread of sorrow. So basically what is that is telling you is that you're going to be doing all this toiling and all these problems and what you're going to and this and that for nothing, for no results, to get back no results, to eat the bread of sorrows. The Bible says that a broken and a contrite heart he will not despise. So you must be broken. You must be humble. You must come on to him. Not saying that not every time you have to be grieving to call upon Jesus, but on God, but we can't seem to figure out that it is in our own best interest. And what I mean by own best interest is that if we do not have our mind set that it is going to be a challenge, that the challenge is going to win. And my mom always like to tell me this story, like there was a family of 3 and the father was a drunk, and let's say Miriam interviewed. It was a family of 3, a father, 2 sons. Let's say Miriam interviewed the 2 boys. One was alcoholic, one was not alcoholic. So she asked the first boy, "Why are you an alcoholic?" And he said, "Because my father's alcoholic." Then he asked the second boy that doesn't drink, "Why are you not alcoholic?" And then he says, "Because my father drinks." So as you can see, the boy that does not drink has made up his mind that he is not going to lead himself down that road. Ye servants of God, let us walk by faith and not by sight. Let us trust in God that he will direct our path and that he will show us the way. So these are my few words. I'm going to pray, and then I'll see you on tomorrow's next devotion. Eternal and ever-wise God, I'm coming to you, Lord, at this time and hour on this morning's devotion, asking you, blessed Lord, the people under the sound of my voice at this time and hour, that you would soothe and purify them at this time and hour, blessed Lord, that you would give them comfort, blessed Father, that you would give them endurance, blessed Lord, to push on to the very end at this time and hour, blessed Lord, that they will see a way, blessed Lord, and Lord, that they would look for other roads and paths to go down, blessed Lord, because there are many opportunities to find you at this time and hour, blessed Lord. Lord, that you will give them a sense of comfort, blessed Lord. Lord, that you will guide them and watch over them at this time and hour, blessed Lord. Ye servants of God at this time and hour, help us, Lord, be servants of you at this time and hour, blessed Lord. Help our life reflect that, blessed Lord. Help us, Lord, be more of you at this time and hour, blessed Lord. Continue, Lord, to watch over the readers and the viewers, blessed Lord, for the people that just need a word every morning, blessed Lord. Continue, Lord, help them find this page at this time and hour, Lord. Help them become more confident in what they're doing at this time and hour, blessed Lord, because not every time we're confident, and without that confidence, blessed Lord, that we might be deterred at this time and hour, blessed Lord. So help us, Lord, to be more confident in what we're doing at this time and hour, blessed Lord. Help us, Lord, to see past the wrongful things and look more to you at this time and hour, blessed Lord. I hope you, Lord, you guide the readers, and I hope you watch over them at this time and hour, blessed Lord. And these are my few words. I will see you guys on the next devotion.